Hey everyone, welcome to the behavior scale tutorial for the Body Life Skills app. So today we're going to run you through the behavior scale part of the app and basically how it works, how you can use it in your life, and actually showing you how simple it really is. So to access the behavior scales, we go into the behavior scale section, and that's available in the accessible from the purple button here on the main home screen, and then we get the behavior scale menu. This is quite a pretty simple self-explanatory menu here. First thing we do is, if we want to learn more about the behavior scales and how they relate to the Body Life Skills program and how to fill them out and what to do, we simply go onto the top button there, which is the grey button, the About Behavior Scales, and this will give you a very good rundown on the behavior scales and how to apply them. Very practical and also very simple. So you can access the video demo that you're watching here from here. And you can access more about the behavior scales, and you can learn about the steps 1 and 2 of the Body Life Skills of the behavior skills, here. So quite simple. The behavior scale itself, you've got to remember, is steps 1 and 2 of the Body Life Skills program. So it relates to the body part of the Body Life Skills program and also the behavior part. So we're going to, the life part actually. This teaches you to look at first your behaviors and identify them in your life, and then look at the areas of life that seem to trigger them, or that seem to be what they relate to, So, and then you're going to get a bit of an indication of where you're at with your behaviors in any given stage in your life. So to start off with, we first add a behavior scale, and that is on the Add Scale button here, the second one down from the top. You can add one. I'm going to click Cancel here. I'm also going to show you another way to add it, and that's if you go into the My Library button at the third button down from the top, the middle one. That's also, if you can see on the top right-hand corner of the screen is a little plus. That's also another way you can add a behavior scale. So this first step in the behavior scale is to fill out the title of the behavior scale, and that's very simple, and it's also very important. So that basically describes the situation that you're referring to with this particular behavior scale. So it could be being in class, and save when you're done. And you're going to get a tutorial when you first make a behavior scale. The very first behavior scale you're going to make, you're going to get this tutorial pop up, and that will give you a bit of a guide as to how to fill one out. That's basically showing you what we're doing, what I'm showing you already. That you first start with the title. So I just explained to you before that the first step is to fill out the title. If you want to edit the title anytime on the behavior scale, just click on the title here, anywhere on the title, and it gives you the ability to edit it as you like. And then from there it's very simple. You can just click Done when you're finished, and that will automatically save it for you. If you want to access the tutorial at any time, the one you saw when we first opened this page, just click the Help button on the top right hand corner of the screen, and that will give you access to it. Cool. So the next part of this is to fill it out. So we start off on the right hand side, which is step 1, and usually starting at the red first. The red is usually the easiest to identify, because especially if we've been living sort of with a lot of non-preferred behaviors we tend to not be living at code blue so much. It's possible that we may not be living as much at code blue, and we may be living more in code yellow, green, and orange, or possibly even red, more likely in your in life, and that's fine. There's no judgment, but that's just typically what a lot of us live with at the moment. And so you typically start off on the top because it's usually the easiest to identify. So you know when you're out. And sorry, I'm just going to make that clearer before. But this is you're going to get it when you're going to edit the items. You're going to get another tutorial that pops up, and this is another guide that'll guide you through how to fill this out, and that's cool. We just close that. Sorry, I'm just going to show you that again. You click on the box there, just beside the red, just under the step body. Just click that area beside it, and then it opens up a screen for you to add the items. When you want to add an item, you just click on the plus button at the top right hand corner, and then it gives you the space to write. Feeling angry at the teacher. And then click done when you're finished. If you want to delete an item, you just click on the minus on the top left hand corner, and then you click on the little red symbol next to the one you want to delete, and then click on the delete button, and that will delete it for you. Not that I want to do that just at this moment though. Okay, cool. And you click close when you're done, and that will end up on the behavior scale. Very simple. Then we go over to life after that. When you've filled out enough of the items, you go over to life next, and that's on the left hand side. So you click on the left hand side of the screen, and that opens up life, and you'll see at the top it says code red life, and you can see it's changed. So you've got the little arrow next to arrow on the side indicating body, just on the right here. You can click on that, and that will just swipe it back to body, so you can edit the items in body. And if you go on the left hand side, you've got the little arrow now, and swipe it back to life. You can just see it's going between life and body items there. I can add a life item now, and this might be the teacher ignores me. And then click close, and that appears on behavior scale. Cool. So fantastic. I finished editing that for now, so I go back, and that's in my library. You can see it straight away. If I want to access my library, remember it's in my library there in the middle, and then I go back in, and then I've got being in class there, and I can edit this at any time. Cool. And next is, if you want to export this, you click on the export button on the bottom left hand corner, and then you can choose the items you want to print simply by clicking on the items. We haven't got many to choose from here, but it starts off with body, then it goes to life, and then you click print, and and then you get a little pop-up here showing you a printout of it. And when you want to export this, you can just click on the export button at the top right hand corner of the screen, and that gives you the ability to share it as you like with anything. You can send an email, give it to your friends in a message. I'd recommend not sharing these as much, but it's up to you how you like. You've got the print button here at the bottom, and that will give you the ability to print it straight away. If you click on that, it will actually give you the ability to select the printer, not that I have any at the moment, and it'll print it as you like. You can choose the amount of copies, so forth. Click done when you're finished, and then back to the behavior scale. I finished with the behavior scale now, so I can archive it any time by just clicking on the bottom right hand corner, and it will give you the ability to archive it, and then you click yes, and you notice the bottom's changed. It's gone to item is archived, and you can't edit this anymore. I can click on these, but I can't edit them anymore. So this indicates that it's been archived. You can't change it once it's been archived. So if I want to bring it back, I click undo there. It's no longer in my library, and I can access it by going to my archive charts. I've done a few tests, as you can see, but it's also there at the bottom, and you can see it, but I can't do anything, as I said, and I can undo it if I like, which brings that back. Cool, and it's no longer in my archive charts. If I want to see some Fabric examples of how to fill this out, I click on Fabric's library, and then you've got some examples here which may be relevant for you, and then it's got a bit of information. This is an idea of how to fill this out. Notice I have to scroll. On some phones you won't see the blue, it's just showing you code red, orange, yellow and green at the start. I have to swipe up to see the code blue. It's an example, so I can't print it or edit it, but it just gives me an idea of how to fill this out. And as I say, so you just be aware that when it's hidden like that, you may have to swipe up. Well, that's about it for the behavior scale section of the app. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at any time at our website www.fabric.com.au, or go to the the Body Life Skills program, at www.bodylifeskills.com. It's an awesome app and it's an awesome program, so there's lots of resources available for you to understand how to use this. But the key, of course, is that you've got to implement it well. The key is about how much you put into it is how much you'll get out. So it's a tool to support, but it's not actually going to change your life unless you use it. It supports you to make those changes. It doesn't actually change your life. So anyway, enough from me. See you in the next video.